Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing, is this the end of Thailand's tourism sector? And by it, I've had a lot of people send me correspondence the past few days commenting on the Prime Minister's decision to suspend the Thailand Pass system, suspend the test and go system, whereby folks were able to get into Thailand and basically do one night in a hotel, do a swab test, and then if they tested negative, they basically were just off to the races. They could just go on about their business in Greater Thailand. I got to say, and I've done opinion videos on this, I think this will have a tremendous negative impact on tourism. We're already seeing, inquiries people contacting us wanting to get information about coming to Thailand. We've seen them drop off just in the hours, literally, that have transpired since this announcement came down. So, do I think long term it could have an impact? Yeah, I do. Now, they're saying that they're going to review the matter again on January 4th. If they review it and things start to reopen, and in the meantime, we see the lockdown here in Thailand continue to ease, maybe it's just a hiccup. Maybe it's just a stutter step on the road back to normality. I'm going to try to continue to be optimistic, but at the same time, the lawyer in me sort of is kind of continuously cynical in a way. And, I do think that, again, I can't stress enough, this really needs to be weighed cost-benefit. I've made it clear that I don't necessarily think Omicron really rises to the level of, the benefit from just locking everybody out and making them all quarantine. I don't really see the benefit, especially in light of the fact that, this Omicron especially, it does not appear to have near the level of fatalities. It's not nearly as lethal. In fact, it's been described from what I've read, and again, I'm not a doctor, that's not my bailiwick, I'm not claiming to be, but from what I've read from doctors, for example, in South Africa, it's very quote-unquote mild. So that aside, that's just kind of one way to look at it. But yes, this is going to have ramifications for the tourism sector. I especially think in the near term, it's not particularly positive. As far as long term, remains to be seen, but it's not going to be. I think at best, if it ends quickly and we just put it behind us, it might be just kind of chalked up to skittishness, or it just we saw a brief interregnum and then it kind of continued onward. But if it doesn't, if it goes on, I think it could get even worse. So again, at best, it has kind of a mildly negative impact. At worst, it could be substantially negative in the long run, I think.